We want to give you another tweet that's coming in from Sarah Sanders. She has been sharing some information since this has rolled out. The letter now, she says this: a great day for America and for President real Donald Trump. After 2 years of wild anti-Trump hysteria, the president and his millions of supporters have been completely vindicated. We now bring in California Republican Congressman Devin Nunes to talk about that. He has been in the middle of much of these investigations over the last couple of years. Congressman, thanks for being with us. What do you make and how do you respond to Democrats who say this thing is far from over? This is just one piece of the puzzle.
It's no different, Shannon, than what they've been saying for the last many, many years. So we've had 2.5 years of this, and I have to remind everybody, let's not forget, it is likely that this investigation started in late 2015, but for sure by early 2016 by Clinton operatives and likely people at the highest levels of the FBI and Department of Justice. Let that sink in a second. This investigation was started in late 2015, early 2016 by Clinton operatives and DOJ and FBI officials. So we have had 3.5 years of this. Our counterintelligence capabilities in this country were turned against a political party. The American people should be ticked at this. And thank God we finally have an Attorney General, and I congratulate Attorney General Barr today. We finally have the grown-ups back in charge to get the Department of Justice back on its feet and clean out these dirty cops.
Do you think, though, because we've heard a lot today about people saying there needs to be accountability for the people who were involved in launching this investigation, who fed the investigation, whether it was through the dirty dossier, through other conversations and back-channel relationships, you know, is there going to be any accountability or investigation into whether there was actually anything that was illegal or anything that was done wrong there? I mean, Democrats control the House now and much of the investigative power. Do you really expect there will be any answers from those folks?
Well, look, we have a lot of the work was done by the Republican Intelligence Committee from last year and the Judiciary Committee and Oversight Committees. So the House Intelligence Committee has been sitting on, preparing, waiting for the Mueller report to be finished to deliver to Attorney General Barr our concerns. So we will send that in the form of a criminal referral. But people have to remember the House of Representatives, okay, and Republicans don't control it anymore, but even if we did, you know, we don't have the ability or the powers to go out and arrest people. But we do have the ability to make criminal referrals. Now that Attorney General Barr's there, you know that the Inspector General has an ongoing investigation. So look, I think I look at it this way. Either there's going to be justice served on the people who perpetuated this hoax for 3.5, 4 years, or if there's not, you are going to have generations of Republicans and conservatives in this country who will not trust the Department of Justice or the FBI. I mean, that's basically the choice. So, you know, as you know, I've been very far out there in front on this. You know, I was the one who was very critical of Russia and the Obamas, you know, dealing with Vladimir Putin for many, many years. And to see them turn this around after they had botched everything with Putin, from phony reset buttons to trying to get along with Putin to doing nothing about Putin when he invaded Crimea, and turn that around and blame it on the Republican Party, and then turn it around and blame it on the House Republicans, you know, accusing us of crimes, and then we find out that these dirty people had corrupted our system and did things that, quite frankly, only happen in banana republics.
It's clear that there is serious partisan division on the Hill right now over this and so many other things. But now, as we know, and we've known for a while now, that there were Russian attempts to interfere with our elections, and lawmakers agree that that's ongoing, whether it's 2020, 2022, 2024. I mean, it's going to continue. Is there a place where there can be bipartisan agreement on concrete steps to fight back against that?
Well, look, let me remind you that Putin's been doing this for many, many years. Why do you think back in 2014 that I warned, as a member of the House Intelligence Committee, I warned the American public that if we didn't do something about Putin, that he was going to cause chaos in this country? That was in a public op-ed that I wrote. So we've been watching Putin for a very long time. The Obama administration, I'm not trying to go back on this, but they refused to spend money that we gave them. Look, I now see the Trump administration's doing all that they can to take this Russian threat seriously. But let's not forget, Vladimir Putin is an old Soviet KGB guy. He's going to mess in our elections and has been messing in our elections since he's been in office. So it's happened before. It's going to continue to happen. And that's why we have to have a strong Department of Justice, a strong FBI, and so that our counterintelligence capabilities are used to fight Russia, not target political campaigns, which is what happened.
Yeah, and I think that's something the American people desperately want to see and want to hear, is that these are apolitical institutions when they exercise their powers to engage in these kind of investigations. Congressman Nunes, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Shannon.